Hey guys, my name is Nick Mariani. Welcome to my channel. This is the first video where I am just presenting as myself, and as you can see from the background and from what I'm wearing, you would probably guess what this video is about. I just wanted to do a video where I talk about my interest in Sonic the Hedgehog and talk about what got me interested in him, and of course how much of an impact he has made over the years. And of course I will talk about the video games I played and what TV shows I have been watching, and of course a little bit of the Sonic merch I have had throughout my life obsessing over him. So when I got interested in Sonic, I didn't get into him since 5th grade actually. When I was a kid, I would watch my brother play a lot of video games, and I would actually see him play Sonic Heroes on the GameCube, which is something I actually still have, and I'll show you in a minute. And then I would actually see him play other games like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then I would see him play the crossover games with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. When I saw my brother play these games, I got a lot more interested in this character. I don't know why. It really fascinated me. I guess it was how cool he looked, or just his, fact that he was just like dripping with personality and all that stuff. Over time, I got really fascinated with Sonic the same way others did, and for the same reasons why Sonic was pretty much popular. Unlike other video games or other video game characters where the character itself is not the center focus of the game, the focus is more of like the gameplay and the designs and the adventures they go on. Sonic has a very distinct character. He's a guy with an attitude. He wants to get things done right away in a speed of light. He could be cocky, he could be a jerk sometimes, but he is so selfless, and he goes out of his way to just help others. And he always makes sure he chooses the decision that he thinks is right. And he is a character who rather runs towards danger than to run away from it. Like, he rather faces the danger and faces it head on. He's just an overall cool guy. And that's pretty much what I've seen him as. And the other characters are very fascinating. Of course, just like Sonic, most of the characters here are pretty much distinctive. I think that's another thing that really got me into him, is that he's very distinct. He has so much character to show in his media. With playing more of the Sonic games now, I know more of the Sonic lore, the Sonic canon, and of course the most popular moments that literally created many memes on the internet. So that said, I will show you which games I have and I would play throughout my life as a Sonic fan. So first up, I have Sonic Mega Collection Plus. I used to have Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube, but I don't have it anymore. It was actually the first Sonic game I actually picked up and played. I played the old classic games like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3. I guess you can say I pretty much started playing the Sonic games in order, sort of. Uh, but yeah, with the games themselves, well, playing them now, they are really, really good. I could see why a lot of people really enjoyed them. I'd say Sonic 3 is pretty much my favorite to play. But Sonic 1 and 2 are really good. It introduced me to where Sonic started, of course, and where Tails got his debut. In terms of, compilation games, I'd say Sonic Mega Collection Plus is probably better because unlike the GameCube version, you can't save except for Sonic 3. You have to play with them old school. But this one has save files. Not only has the classic Genesis games, but it also has the classic Game Gear games and all that stuff. It's really fun. Next up, I have Sonic Heroes. Like I said before, this is the game I would watch my brother play. This is the game that introduced me to Sonic the Hedgehog. This is what introduced me to his name. Of course, back when I watched my brother play this game, I didn't really know much about Sonic. I didn't really seem to care much about him as I would nowadays. But it would be... But it was this is actually the second Sonic game I actually picked up and played as soon as I got into Sonic when I was in 5th grade. And for what I thought of Sonic Heroes at the time, I thought it was really cool. It introduced me to, what these characters were like and what their personalities were. And knowing the Sonic lore now and getting introduced to other games before this, I thought it was pretty fun. It's a lot cornier than the other games. I'm thinking of making a separate review for each of these games. So I will go into detail on those in another video. But yeah, this is the video game that introduced me to my favorite video game character. Next up, I have Shadow the Hedgehog. So yeah, this pretty much, I understand now that this pretty much got a lot of controversy for the Sonic fan base. This is a game I also would watch my brother play, and it's also a game I actually, picked up and played after him. This is the game that taught me that Sonic isn't just one video game, he's a franchise. And this is what introduced me to Shadow's character and Shadow's arc and the idea of his backstory. So when I first played this game, of course I already got to know the Sonic lore and a little bit of the idea of the Sonic canon and the storylines and all that stuff. And I kind of thought this was a really good game, and knowing a lot more than what I did back then, I kind of thought it's not perfect. It is flawed, but for a follow-up of Sonic Adventure 2 or continuation of Shadow's arc and trying to get his memory back, and the idea of trying to get like a darker approach, I think it did a good try. Some of it did succeed, I would say. I really do like the darker elements. I do give it credit that it actually did try to get as dark as it can. But yeah, and honestly, like, just nowadays hearing characters like Shadow and other characters, just hearing them swear is actually pretty funny. Next up, I have Sonic Adventure, or Sonic Adventure DX on the GameCube. So yeah, this is actually the first ever game I actually got and played. Most of the Sonic games I played at the time I got this were already played by my brother. This is a game I first got for Christmas and just played on my own. And because like back in the day, whenever I would have a video game, I would have my brother play it first and I would just watch. But this is the first game I actually got and played on my own. So this is the game that introduced me to where Sonic's Jump to 3D started. And of course, when I played this, I thought it was a lot of fun. There were a few areas I got stuck at and, tried to figure out. But once I, figured it all out, I found myself playing this game multiple times. And yeah, for the first ever Sonic the Hedgehog 3D game with dialogue and voice acting and very deep storytelling, I thought it was really, really good. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So this is the game that taught me where, of course, Shadow and Rouge got their debut. It helped me understand Shadow's backstory and, of course, how he got amnesia in the end. If you guys know the story of what happened to Shadow, you know what I'm talking about. Pretty much taught me where Sonic and Shadow's rivalry came from, where they fight on who's the faker. So playing this back then was really, really cool. It helped me understand more of the Sonic lore, and basically if I haven't played this, I, would be pretty much super blind on what happened in, the Sonic universe. So playing this game the first time was a lot of fun. It was great learning about where Sonic and Shadow's rivalry came from, and helped me understand more about Shadow's conflict with his past, with Professor Gerald and Maria. And it really helped me understood the whole lore and canon of the Sonic franchise. So along with showing you my video games, I also plan to show you my Sonic merch. I wouldn't show you all of them, but I will show you, I think a decent amount of, what I've had ever since I was a kid, or what I had in college, or what I had in high school. So yeah, that's it. Let's just get to it. First up, I have my very own Sonic wallet. I would carry this around from high school mostly throughout my first years in college. As you can see, it's seen better days, which is why I don't wear this anymore. Yeah, if you really look at it, you can see the color is fading, and there's holes in the pockets where you hold the cash. So, yeah, I don't use this anymore, but I keep it around as a collector's item. Next up, I have this Sonic Lanyard. I would wear this lanyard all throughout my college life, or at least most of my college life. As you can see, it's a pattern of Sonic with different heads, one with the wink, and the one with this very iconic laugh. So another thing I actually would like to show you is my Sonic Letterman jacket. And as you can see, this is a jacket to promote Sonic 2. This is a jacket I got not too long ago, and I plan to wear in future videos. So this is my Sonic Letterman jacket. It has the word Sega on the right sleeve, and on the left there's Tails and Eggman, or Tails and Dr. Robotnik, and like I showed in the back, Sonic the Hedgehog doing the 2 sign or the peace sign, and the title Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the bottom. And I'm also wearing this Sonic Racing shirt. This is a shirt I've been wearing not too long ago. It has the number 91 on the left sleeve, and a blue and orange checkered flag on the right. I have a couple of DVDs of Sonic the Hedgehog TV shows that I am already watching. First one is Sonic SatAM, or Sonic the Hedgehog. So I haven't watched all of the show, but what I have watched, it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It has a much darker approach of the story of Sonic saving the world from Dr. Robotnik, voiced amazingly by Jim Cummings. But yeah, it's really cool. It's the right amount of intense. It's the right amount of dark. And of course I got Sonic X. And this is also the show that pretty much is very close to the first adventure games. And of course, just like the games, they really do a good job showing the seriousness as well as the lightheartedness of the stories. And I think they really adapt the games very, very well. Well, in season 1, it's focusing more on Sonic and his friends going into planet Earth, are accidentally transported to planet Earth by Chaos Control, and they don't do the storylines of the games until season 2. And I saw the first seasons on Netflix, and the first 2 seasons I thought were really, really good. They really captured the intensity, the dark tone, and as well as the light-hearted tone of the games. And well, also being its own thing, and and it's not afraid to be a little goofy at times, and just not afraid to just loosen up and have fun. So yeah, One more thing I would love to show you is a very interesting t-shirt I have. I don't have it with me right now. It's actually somewhere else. It's actually in my mom's studio. So a little backstory about this item. Around when I was born, my dad was in the Navy. He was a pilot. He flew jets. And he would go out to sea in aircraft carriers, and the year of 1998, he went on an aircraft carrier and they traveled through a place called the Suez Canal. I'll type up the name of it somewhere over here on the screen. It's a place in Egypt. When they were traveling there, they couldn't fly, so they did a lot of fun stuff, and one of them was a race they had on the deck of that aircraft carrier, and the event was called Run the Ditch. So a very funny thing they did for this event is that they designed a t-shirt. I'll post a picture somewhere over here. It is a t-shirt of Sonic the Hedgehog running on water with Run the Ditch written on top of him, and on the bottom it says CVN 74 World Cruise 98. And as you can see in the picture, Sonic is holding a Navy jet in one hand and an aircraft in another, and apparently he's passing through Suez Canal site. I think he even has he has a little tattoo, an anchor tattoo on his right arm that's carrying the aircraft carrier. As you can see, it's seen better days, but throughout high school, I would wear this a lot, and when it started to show its age, I would just wear it as a sleep shirt. And yeah, now it's at a point where it can't be worn because I think you can see in the picture it's getting a lot of holes. There's like a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a hole underneath his pupils. There's like several holes on the collar. And of course the color of the picture is starting to fade out a little bit. But my mom has it in her studio because she was hoping to put the picture on another t-shirt so it can be wearable again. So I mentioned this in the community post, but seeing how this was an event by the Navy on this certain aircraft carrier, I wonder if like anybody else had relatives or people they knew who were in the Navy at the time and went to this event and had this certain shirt. Let me know if you ever knew anybody who had this shirt, or better yet, let me know if you were one of those people who were in the Navy and went on this cruise and you happened to be at an event and got this shirt yourself. So that's all I wanted to show you for this video. There's other ideas for videos I want to do down the road for this channel. I'm hoping to do more films, vlogs, reviews, maybe even do reaction videos, and of course more talks about characters that I grew up with in forms of shows or games or movies, all that stuff. And there may be other videos related to those characters. And of course, being a big Sonic fan myself, there's going to be plenty more Sonic content. I have 2 Sonic projects I am working on. I am hoping to do a Sonic the Hedgehog short film, hopefully in November. I'm hopefully to work on it and get it out by November. And I'm also working on the script for Sonic the Hedgehog's 35th anniversary. If you stuck around for this video, I thank you so much. If you really do enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Later.